Bye, babe.
So that's how we begin, with Cal saying bye, babe. All right, everyone. We're here today for the inaugural session of Students Around the World. We have Kassa from Ethiopia. I had the pleasure of meeting him just a few weeks ago and spending almost a week attached to his hip to learn about Bitcoin in Addis Ababa. Cal is the end-all, be-all for all things Bitcoin in Ethiopia. You go anywhere, you talk about Bitcoin, they know it's Cal. So, Cal, this session or this segment here is meant to be let's say a speed round. You'll have four questions, 1 minute each. And the idea is to give quick nuggets to our listeners in an easy to digest manner. So we'll kick things off and let us know what your Bitcoin journey has been like so far.
So far, my Bitcoin journey really started off 2018 when Cardano came into Ethiopia. So I was extremely confused with what they were doing, digital identity, and they had a memorandum of understanding with the Ethiopian government. And at the same time, I was, reading books like Out of Ether, right? Where they were talking about Charles Hoskinson and kind of his background and his stint at Ethereum, his background and how it's a bit unsavory. And so that rabbit hole led me down Bitcoin. I kind of started learning more about kind of the open source protocol. From that, I started, hanging out with the BitDevs community, Unchained Capital, or Parker Lewis, that crowd. And so as I learned, I was educating, right? So whatever I was learning in Texas, I was applying to education groups in Ethiopia. And so that was my journey. And so it's been, almost 5 years.
Wow, so it's the shitcoins that got you and led you to the Bitcoin realm, and here you are representing Bitcoin to the entire country and bringing mining. I love it. Your next question, how is Bitcoin being used in Addis and in Ethiopia right now?
Yeah, I mean, how is it not being used, right? I mean, we have, I believe the official count is 5 million wallets. So for a population of 100 million, that's not too bad, right? Now, of course, some of those might have, zero balances. Some of those wallets might be duplicates for, a single person. But let's say, you have 500,000 to 1 million wallets in Ethiopia. That's a big deal. So they're using it as a store of value. They're using it as a medium of exchange. It's obviously great for remittance. It's great that it's permissionless. We don't have to deal with 20%, 30%, 40% inflation, right? We can be assured that there's only 21 million of these, and so that there is a hard cap on the supply. That's very important to us. So it's being used by businesses, by business people, by everyday people, by students that are developing on it. You know this very well. ALX Ethiopia, right? The hackathon that we're planning, the students that we're onboarding, INSA, right? Information Network Security Administration, Ministry of Peace, and FIS, and NISS, and all of these offices that are now inviting myself and Nemos and Rutz, PhD, leading the QRB Labs. There's obviously a very big mining industry happening here. So, you have Americans, Chinese, Russian miners investing here. So all of that is very important to us.
The third question that we have is, what excites you the most for Bitcoin's future?
What excites me the most, I think, is building applications, but also building, let's say, careers and revenue streams using sats. So, there are lovely websites that allow freelancers to sell their time and resources in Bitcoin, allow them to get paid in sats, do that with a Lightning wallet. do that in a permissionless environment. And it really incentivizes Ethiopians to earn in Bitcoin, right? I believe the strongest money there is. And then there's also the component of Ethiopians here, being certified as technicians through Bitmain or other programs. And this will allow them to, sorry, my dog is barking. This will allow the technicians to service, miners or maintain broken down ASICs, right? And so not only can they do this for miners in Ethiopia, but you can also, through the Ethiopian Airlines routes, right? You can actually import miners from abroad and service them here. So you can create kind of a maintenance hub or a regional hub. And so, those items are very important to us. And I think that, so the future of Bitcoin, I see as important to Ethiopians in that realm. It allows them to earn currency they've never earned.
Interesting. Okay. So things that took away permissionless mining, give power to the students and builders with a new monetary infrastructure, and give them a tool to earn something other than just Ethiopian birr that's, as we know, losing a lot of its value. Last question.
That's right.
If there's one thing you can tell the audience watching this today, what would that one thing be?
I say to almost everyone I meet, as they learn, they should be cautiously and carefully buying and holding. So I would caution them to one DCA, dollar cost average, right? So a small or medium sized amount of buys at certain intervals, right? 2 weeks, 1 month, what have you. I would also caution them to self-custody their Bitcoin. It would be very foolish to leave your Bitcoin on an exchange. So as much as possible, take custody, multi-sig with trusted members of your family or your community. And so those would be kind of the two lessons that I offer.
Okay. We're probably just over 6 minutes. We'll see when we do the quick edit when I do go through that. But thank you so much, brother. To the audience, Cal, there's a joke. So when I met other African Bitcoiners, we were wondering if the UN had a Bitcoin ambassador for Africa, who would be picked? And Cal was the unanimous vote because look at him. He's just ready to go to government and talk about Bitcoin policies. That jacket says it all. So we wish you the best of luck. Thank you for being here. Built with Bitcoin.
That's right.
And I'm excited. We're going to be running a hackathon soon in Ethiopia with ALX. And there's just more to come. This is just the inaugural little session. You'll be seeing Cal and I a lot more on Student of Bitcoin and on BitcoinBrr. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for listening. Until next time.